Hi kids, here I am back with another video, floods and droughts. You might have heard in newspapers and all, due to heavy rainfall, such and such places or a particular area is affected by flood. So what do you mean by flood? And what causes flood? Flood is a natural event or a natural incident in which a dry piece of land gets submerged under water. So what is a flood? A flood is a natural event in which a dry piece of land gets submerged under water. Floods are most common natural disasters. They are caused by heavy rainfall, fast melting of glaciers, and they are also caused by landslides or a sudden release of water from dams, etc. Most commonly during the rainy season, we can see that the water level of the rivers rises. As a result, what will happen? This water from the rivers starts entering to low-lying areas, which causes flood. This flood affects millions of people and can cause damage to life and property. Let's discuss about some preventive actions to be safe. To regulate the overflow of rivers, dams or reservoirs should be constructed. Then, proper public address systems should be installed to inform the public about flood. Next, trees should be planted at the catchment areas of the rivers. What do you mean by this catchment area? Catchment area refers to the area of land where water flows into the river. Next, proper flood control systems should be installed at places in times of an emergency. Let's move on to droughts. What do you mean by droughts? Or what do you understand by the term droughts? Imagine that a particular area that receives very little rainfall or no rainfall at all. What will happen? That particular area or that area gradually leads to drought. Or drought, in simple words, we can say that drought is a continuous period of dry weather when an area receives very little rainfall over months or years. Clear? So drought is a continuous period of dry weather when an area receives very little rainfall over months or years. Existence of hot dry wind and destruction of crops are the effects of drought. If crops are destroyed, what will happen? There will be shortage for food. So if there is shortage for food, then what will happen? People will suffer from hunger and poverty. Animals also die in large numbers due to this drought. Let's discuss about the precautionary measures of droughts. Proper irrigation facilities, which means watering the land by means of artificial canals or channels and make it ready for agriculture, should be provided in farming areas to prevent the crop failure and other losses due to very little or very low rainfall. Next, reservoirs, which means man-made or artificial lakes, ponds or pools, should be built in appropriate places at times of needs. Food grains should be stored for future use in case of crop failure.